The next group of videos talks about making selections by color. Now, making a selection based on the color of pixels can be kind of handy, except it only works with certain types of images. So that's why we keep saying the pen tool is the best. But if you have a great image with a pure color background, selecting just the blue pixels will work. So we're going to go into number one, which is called the tragic wand. And we do call the magic wand the tragic wand because if it's the only selection tool you use, you end up getting tragic results. But it can get you in the ballpark. So if I go into number one and I go down to my magic wand tool, it might be covered by quick select. And we're not really going to use quick select in the moment. We're going to go to magic wand. And you can see I have a couple options. I have my sample size, which is, what am I actually clicking on? If I click with just my point sample, it's that exact pixel that I'm selecting, or I can increase the sample size. I can also change my tolerance, which is how much of that color. So if I crank it all the way down to 0, you can see it's only selecting that exact group of color. Contiguous means it's touching, so it's going to grab all of that color that's touching. Or if I can unclick it, you can see it's grabbing any pixel in this of that color. Anti-alias just means it's going to have a nice smooth edge. And then sample all layers. If you have multiple layers you want to select from, you can click sample all layers. Okay. Now, in this case, I'm going to crank up my tolerance a little bit, and you do have to do that before you click. And then often I'll just get it close, and I'll hold down Shift to shift click, and you can see a couple clicks is all you need. And now if I want to get this onto its own layer, if I hit copy paste, you can see I'm copying the wrong thing. So I have a couple options. I could duplicate my layer, or I'll just inverse my selection. And you can see it's actually including this little bit over here. So I'll just hold down Option and drag with my marquee tool. And then now I can copy and paste it onto its own layer. Okay, so again, the magic wand selects by color. You just have your tolerance setting. And what's important is don't try to crank up the tolerance setting so it grabs everything the first time. Instead, leave it down a bit and just hold down Shift and click a few times to dial in your selection. Okay, there you go, magic wand.